Craig Wilson. He is the Manager of Production and Creative Services for the St. Louis Cardinals. And Craig is also one of our new Avid Motion Graphics customers. So Craig, would you tell me a little bit about how the Cardinals, what you do at the Cardinals and how you guys are using Avid Motion Graphics?
Sure, we're using the Avid Motion Graphics in our scoreboard production. So we use it between innings to do games with fans and also to drive some of our advertising that we sell between innings. So it's a replacement of a deco that we had from way back, and but it's really evolved into a lot more than what we have used the deco for in the past.
Mm-hmm. And how important is it for you to get your fans riled up?
Well, yeah, it's always a big deal. You know, you always want to get the fans. You know, if they show a little bit of excitement, you always want to get a little bit more out of them. You know, because the players definitely react to the way the fans act. You know, if the fans are up, the players are. You know, they get all geeked up too, and it's something that we always try to do as much as we can because and the fans like it too. You know, they want to get riled up and they want to cheer.
Yep. Do you think that Avid Motion Graphics helps you keep your fans engaged?
Yeah, I mean, just from the data inputs that we do with baseball, we're really heavy into stats and data and other kind of things like that. So it really does incorporate it that way really well too. But also just for the production side of it. I mean, we can do so many other nicer graphics and stuff and make things look a lot neater and actually make things a lot more complicated than we could with the deco. You know, we can do a lot more effects and we can do a lot more neater things. We can texture map a live video onto objects and stuff. That's something that we couldn't do before.
Cool, cool. So tell me a little bit about your experience having been a deco customer and then moving to the Avid Motion Graphics platform. Do you see a lot more potential than what you had with deco? Yeah. It's kind
of mean to compare the deco to the AMG because they're so different. I mean, they're really not even similar at all. They both do graphics, and that's about it. Because there's so much more production value that you can do with an AMG. You know, it's almost like a live After Effects kind of box. You know, you can do so many things. You can have 3D objects. You can have, you know, all this other text coming in, all this other data coming in and stuff. So it really definitely gives us the ability to do more than we could. We're still early in our process of using it. You know, like I said, we've just 2 days into our season with it so far. But you know, I have spent a lot of time with it, programming everything up. But I am going to go back and revisit a lot of it and try to do more stuff with it. We're trying to get everything going for opening day. I mean, we made like 10 or 15 templates that we use in our game. But I know that there's so much more. Every time I talk to Troy or anybody else about it, it's like I learn new things, and it's like, wow, I could make this a little bit better and do this a little bit better. So it's always advancing with me. It's just we got to a starting point now, and now is when I can actually sink my teeth into it and have it do better work.
Cool. So do you think that the tools and the features of Avid Motion Graphics makes it easy to work it into your workflows and?
Oh yeah. I mean, you know, it has everything that we had before, of course, you know, and a lot of basic things that we have. But then also, just the other day, I'm talking to Troy, going, "Hey, what does this mean? What does that mean? How does this work?" You know, there's a lot of effects in there that I don't know about yet, you know, because it's a very deep box, and we just got to the point where we can work it and we can make it work for us and do what we need it to do, and now we're trying to explore the other part of it where, you know, other things that have been programmed into it that we haven't used yet because we just don't know about it yet, and we're still learning about the box. So it's always going to be a little bit of a learning for us, but it's a good thing. It's always being able to progress it. I mean, like with the Python scripting was something like that too. Is that's one aspect that I see a great ability to be able to use it, but I'm not very versed with Python scripting yet, so that's something that I have to learn, and then I really look forward to being able to use that in designing more templates for it.
Sounds like there's a whole potential of creativity that.
Yeah, and that's the scripting actually really makes that a great thing, because you know you have such a wide open ability to do different things that the designer doesn't even think about when they put, we're going to put Python scripting in there, but they don't realize that, you know, down the line somebody's going to come up with some idea with Python scripting that the designer never thought about doing.
So do you see Avid Motion Graphics as a tool that's going to help the St. Louis Cardinals build their brand?
Well, yeah, you know, it definitely helps us. It definitely helps us look a lot better than what we can do. You know, it gives us more tools to do more higher end production, and it definitely gives us the ability to start doing some things that we couldn't do, like the XML reading off of the text polls and stuff. That was something that we couldn't do with the other systems that we had. So yeah, we're expanding our abilities and getting, you know, more technical and more advanced effects than we could with the other unit we had.
So what do you really love about what you do?
Oh, geez. My job, you know, every so often I have to pinch myself. It's a great job, you know, and I like it. It's not only being around the sports, but, you know, we've had U2 concert there and other concerts, and I've been involved with All-Star Game, and we had Sheryl Crow concert, and, you know, there's a lot of things that happen, and it's just all revolves around entertainment, where it's always a lot of fun. But yeah, my job really gives me the ability. I've been to the White House twice, and so it gives me the ability to do things that I never dreamed I would be able to do. The funny thing is, we always talk about with, you know, when I was in school, if you said, you know, which one of these kids is going to have a World Series ring, it would have not been me. So,
and look at now, you've got
now
two.
we have two.
That's awesome. Well, thank you so much, Craig.
Well, thanks for having me.
And thanks for listening.